The temperature on my phone says one thing, and I think that is an illusion because the sun is actually sitting on me. It's having a conversation with me in my ear saying you are cooking and you'll be done in 15 minutes.
I enjoy AC. This is not and I was born in August, but I'm not a summer person. This is really way too hot. Way too hot. You got sunscreen? You drinking water? Are you taking care of yourself? All right, just making sure. Yeah, this is oppressive. If anybody don't know it's summer by this heat, I don't know what we can do, what I can tell them.
Everybody trying to act like they're not hot when they got all this stuff on. That's why I wore white. You see this? So it can come off. Cats, look, all these people got black on. The securities, they sweating and they got the black on. Two security guards at me for Ciroc. I mean, don't you want some water?
Well, I mean, for me, relevant is always a tricky thing. I think what's happening in the Hollywood culture now is we say diversity, we only mean black and white. When we say that, we don't think about handicapped people who find themselves in a very precarious position of having their jobs given to able-bodied actors, and then we give an able-bodied actor an award for pretending to be handicapped. They're living in the times of blackface. When we look at cis, trans, and all of the different diasporas of gay culture, those stories aren't being told. So what is important is that we don't just cast somebody in a role, that we actually look at the culture of that individual, where they came from, and allow that to be showcased, allow that to come to the surface. That's what diversity really means. It's not casting. So I think this is relevant because it's a cultural experience. It's very different than a lot of the other award shows because it's honoring the both African and American culture.
Okay, well, my stylist, Scott Louie, and I, in New York City, decided that we were going to go for summertime and bring it out with a nice canary yellow and very simplistic jewels. The designer of the dress is Christian Siriano, based in New York City, and obviously the fresh, dewy face and the edgy hair, brings balance. And that's what I was feeling today. Not too pretty, not too edgy, just right in the middle. I'm a Libra.
Okay, this dress is from Neiman Marcus. It's a very hard name to pronounce. It's like Koshiti. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. We'll have to look it up. But yeah, it's a beautiful dress. I wanted to wear this color because I feel like it's soft and it's summertime, and I just want it to be like feminine, and I love it. I love the color. I love the cutouts that it has. So it shows some skin. Yeah, I just felt pretty in it.
This is Tracy Reese and Hilfiger shoes, styled by my favorite, Addie Samuel. And really, it's sequiny and sparkly, which is exactly what I needed. And there's not too much fabric, which means that I am not completely drenched in sweat. I'm only kind of drenched in sweat. But what's nice is like the BET Awards is a place that we can always have fun with style choices and with anything, really. And what's cool is I can stay fun and age appropriate, and that's really what it's about. I'm allowed to still explore with everything.
When you come to take office, you have to take into account that Americans didn't build America alone. And me, myself, my parents were immigrants. They came into the United States. I was born here because they wanted me to be a U.S. citizen. And then they took me back to be raised in Africa so I could learn my culture, then brought me back here again to educate myself and to be a part of the growth of U.S. and how we can utilize that now to even also build and educate our own country. So when you look at the way the world has to grow, it's all of us together sharing these experiences, sharing education, sharing knowledge, bonding together, using that courage to fight things that you feel could be better, make the humanity and life itself comfortable for all of us to live in. So we all have to think that we're all one and we have to live on this earth together. So you got to think from a unity standpoint and not a separational standpoint. So if I have to look at all of that, I think that'd be the one thing I think the parties in general from politics should do better. Don't separate each other from parties, but if there is a difference, let the parties come together, have a conversation, and work it out. There's no conflict in life that can be fixed without a conversation.
And one of the things where